Join the crew as a member of the Onyx Key for exclusive members-only messages, redirections, and content. We already have a bunch of videos live with some familiar topics as well as new questions, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx Key. Make sure you hit the join button to go deeper down this experience with me.
Hey family, so we're surprised we got another one of these Mercury money magic readings. Just full transparency, now that this Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing has been rolling and there's a healthy amount in the series for all of them, we're just gonna pop out with them whenever we feel like it or whenever we're called to. Yesterday's reading should be, if I schedule it appropriately, one of those surprise readings, right? It would have been a pressing pastry. If not, be on standby. It's coming very, very soon, possibly this week, because on a whim, things were shifting, changing, moving, which makes sense because those of you finding me in a timeless sense, I'm stepping into the eclipse season window in the summer of 25, right? So I'm sitting right now as we speak in the black moon in Virgo, right? It's the first new moon out of 2, right? So I'm in a waxing, hilariously enough, phase of that. And then pretty soon we're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces and then another new moon in Virgo, which will be a solar eclipse. All right. So crazy times. But I kept getting indicators in all of the readings that were planned and not that y'all's career needed to be prioritized. Like I just did right before this one, the vitamin me vitality reading, and there were a lot of indicators in different piles of like people's like career being a thing affecting their health, and not saying like people's like overworking or whatever, but it just, I feel like y'all are glowing up. I love it for you. So like it's not just poor health due to whatever circumstances. I see, right, being more stable materially elevating y'all, okay? Because resets are here for this reading. Everything's clear for this reading. We got a waxing moon of the energy is gaining momentum towards temptation. We got the energy is gaining momentum towards this Capricorn energy, which the devil card rules. Okay, so we're talking about the sign that rules that house of career. This is a career money reading, so I'm hoping you guys are elevating, doing the things you want to do, seeing advancements. And I don't mean just necessarily systematic career and employment. A lot of y'all are like entrepreneurs, y'all are doing like freelance, y'all got all kinds of other projects y'all are working on. Some of you are like turning hobbies into businesses. There's a lot going on, and the eclipses will absolutely be pushing you further along in what you're supposed to be doing and snatching you away from what you're not. So just full transparency for people, all of you, especially since I mentioned it's along that axis that rules day-to-day work and routine, right? Because Virgo is that sign. So I am going to hold a thumbnail up so you can choose your piles. Pile number 1 is that gold money looking mango lassi, and it's got pistachios in it. Slightly green, that's why we used it. And then pile number 2 is the mini chocolate pistachio treats, like a pie, could be a cheesecake if that's what you want it to be. And then pile number 3 is the green matcha donut. If it looks familiar, it is for members. And then pile number 4 is the avocado smoothie. I'll give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1, my mango lassi with pistachios. You've been waiting on this reading. Like, I almost threw myself off for thinking I wasn't cleansing decks right, and there was a different pile that I did that with today. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm cleansing good enough. But no, y'all are anticipating it, so the synchronicities are happening because like this is your pile, you want this pile, you're excited I did this reading. Those of y'all that keep confusing peaches and mango, I see that because I think that was that peach membership video, the health and vitality one, that I did that in, because it wasn't that long ago, it was today. So interesting. And then the mango lassi, I didn't realize that was the same tree that was in the original vitamin E vitality reading. So if you are a member, go to that. I should have a series live now for the vitamin E vitality. You probably did peaches and the mango because some of y'all confused them, okay? But same vibe. But that was completely unintentional. I rushed this thumbnail because I was trying to get this out. So I'm excited. Okay, so your career, one, energy gaining momentum, because that would not go away. Like that initial message at the very beginning of the reading, I'm at the piles. At the pile selection, I mentioned, like, you've been wanting this reading. Those messages, those career messages that I was pushed to do today are for you, okay? New moon eclipse, right? So I mentioned in the intro, I'm in the black moon in Virgo, right? So first new moon in this cycle. First new moon in Virgo in this cycle. There's going to be another one next month that is a new moon eclipse. So the new moon in Virgo will be the new moon eclipse. Those of y'all that are like, I need this reading right now, you're fine. And then go to the pressing pastry from yesterday. That's your thing, because y'all are like needing this reading. Okay, so tell me more. What do they need to know about their career and money? And what do they need to know today? Why do they need to know it today? Some of y'all like, yes, back-to-back readings that I absolutely have to have. Shout out to Onyx. You needed the pressing pastry and then you needed the career reading. I don't know why it's like that, but let me see. Don't let your past hold you back. Listen, timing. Oh, I might have to write redirections for channel members. I've never done that for one of these. So listen, the South Node is in the sign of Virgo. So if that's your thing, we're in Virgo season, you're in the right place, right space. But like that new moon eclipse I just mentioned, South Node, okay? So September's gonna be a thing for you, okay? Surrender to the divine though. This waxing moon card, I'm gonna move it because we're waxing up to the full moon. So you surrender, okay? If you've done all you can do, then you just give it to God at this point regarding whatever, I don't know. But right now, you just need to surrender as the energy builds. This eclipse season is going to be so good for you. I don't know why, but it is, okay? Yeah, go to those other... I'm going to have to write redirections. I've not done that before. But like something's going to get it. Something's going to launch. I heard the word launch this eclipse season. And it could be real time because I mentioned... If you go back to the pile selection, like where I was talking about how this reading popped out because I wasn't doing this one this week. I was going to hold it for like September. I'm in the waxing moon phase, right? So new beginnings, boom, major arcana. That is the Fool. So the beginning of the Fool's journey, just getting started, just beginning to wax up to the full moon. That's literally today for me. So what does that mean for you, the viewer? It means what I'm talking about to you right now, treat it like you're at the table, treat it like it's a live reading. Right now, the moment you see this reading, I don't care if you find it in a year, you are in a phase like you're stepping into a brand new beginning of some form in the best, most amazing way. Do not let your past hold you back. Okay? Be willing to step out of your comfort zone a little bit because this is me. Like, I have the little website. Those of y'all that want to look up your charts, sometimes I use astrotheme.com, straight up. And it'll, like, you go there, not plug in the site, but it is free and you can learn and check your chart. For those of you that are learning astrology and things like that, moon is at 8 degrees Virgo. The moon is at 35% right now. Okay, some of y'all like data. Look at you. But it's 0.35%. So it's not even a whole percent of a waxing moon phase. Let me correct myself. So, of this new moon. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just stepping into this waxing moon to build up to this full moon. Like real time. You need to know that. So I don't know, whatever you have on your mind, your heart regarding your career. I mean, like I said, this is not going to be super long. I don't want these to be in depth. That's not what they're meant to be. Oh, you need money. Whatever's on your mind, on your heart, is going to be taken care of this eclipse season, as long as you do what you're supposed to do. Again, if you've done all you can do, it's time to surrender and just be open to the opportunities. If you're not looking and you don't know what to do, you need to just go for it. If it's different, whatever it is, you need to be applying for jobs, starting. I don't want to say start the business, because it depends on your natal chart. But if you feel strongly in your soul you're supposed to be doing something right now, do it. Okay. All right. But if you need money, that's fine, because the Five of Pentacles does talk about financial hardship and poverty. So if that's what you're struggling through, then I can understand that. Okay. I got sacrifice of surrendering to the divine. That's the Hanged Man. And the Three of Cups. You're going to be celebrating soon. Some of you just need this confirmation. Y'all nervous Nancy's. Y'all be stressed out. I got you. You're going to be celebrating soon. Just don't, as long as you don't let your past hold you back, you're going to be celebrating soon. Okay, this new beginning is going to lead to financial and material changes for the better. I know the Five of Pentacles is typically a bad card when we talk about loss and like literally poverty, like literally homelessness is what that card is. But fives are the changes you need to push you where you're supposed to go. So like if you're already not that stable financially, right, the change could be for the better, right? Or the spike down may lead to a spike up. It just depends on your specific situation, if that makes sense, because that's what I'm getting. So I'm not gonna make these long. I don't want this to be super long. You got me down a rabbit hole, Pal One. We're looking at data, pulling up transits. If you are an analyst, if you do data, any of that, this is your confirmation. You're in your right place, right space. Anything with numbers. But you have to trust the divine. You have to be willing to surrender. Yin is a receptive energy. It talks about receiving. It also foreshadows receiving something really good, okay? This card says intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. If you lack patience, just be cool. Whatever you're asking of me about, if you have something already that you're just uncertain, fives represent uncertainty. It's the change that grounds us. If you're like, I think this is going well, I don't know, I'm nervous about it, I'm glad I could ease your mind. I'm glad I can ease your mind, but don't do that, because it's fine, right? I got Virgo. Virgo is also in the Yin card. I'm in Virgo season in this black moon in Virgo. See, same exact vibe. So those of you needing this absolutely real time, congratulations. It's basically a personal reading for you. When you glow up, don't forget to tip me. I love it. Nah, I'm just saying that because I want y'all to be confident. I want y'all to have faith. Okay, it's gonna work out. So day-to-day work, just do what you're supposed to be doing the way you're supposed to be doing. Be receptive to different tasks. Be receptive to different opportunities. Be receptive to different routines. Might be a little bit different, but there's something that may be a little bit different, okay? So let me get, I guess I'll take like what? Okay, I was going to take 2. And I'll do 3 in the bottom. See the bottom? A wish granted. So some of y'all just needed me to make you feel good. You're welcome. I got a chair empty if someone is leaving your life. If someone's giving you a hard time at work. If someone's in the way, they'll be gone. Specific to career, right? And money. If someone's in the way, they'll leave. Okay, and that could be you leaving that empty chair. When we talk about work, achievement, success, that's that Virgo card, right? All right. I like it. Warning you of a problem either now or in a near future. Well, we got another deck, so we'll see what that finger is. Tell me now. Someone may leave Okay, so listen, just take the advice. Okay, like if you start a job, or if you're in a job and you're starting a new position, the person that's leaving that position that you're stepping into, or that person that's leaving that department, leaving that team, listen to what they're saying. They're putting you on game. They're giving you knowledge that's going to help you be more successful. They're basically going to clear up a blind spot for you, right? Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. They're like, look, this already messing up. I'm making sure you know I'm not going to be here. But since you stepping in or you moving up, it's broke. You better fix it. Okay, that's what they have. I got a unicorn. Yeah, even the person that's pointing a finger at you, they're confident you can do it, right? It says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Positions don't open up because things are going well. Somebody either left because they don't want to do it anymore, or let me see, there's a need that needs to be filled, so positions get created. There's a lot of reason, right? If we're talking about those specifics. Okay, I got this and this. What's we have here? Heartache over what you no longer have. So why is the sphere here like that? Don't cling to who you feel you are and what works for you. Like I'm saying, whatever situation, position may be a little bit different than what you're used to. Okay, like don't worry about who you were, what you feel like you should be doing, because that's the self-sabotage. We've got fire of strong emotion, passionate love or hate. We've got coins. Money will be coming to you. You're going to be doing something you really enjoy though. Okay. It's going to be different, but you'll like it. Okay. And look, boom, more success. Success, money. I mean, I don't know what else you want from me. Okay. I'm going to get your advice and close you out for my mango lassi with the pistachios. What advice do we have for pile 1 so we can close them out? Yeah, you know, you got to be a little more stable emotionally. I could see why this was a group that was really wanting, like, yes, she put the reading up. That's my reader. I need it. Or even if you don't know me, you're new. You're like, nah, I like that. That's calling me. I'm going to it. And you've discovered a reader. Welcome. You're in your right place, right space. Stay, subscribe, hit the like button, join memberships, all of the things. But do make sure you're balancing your emotions genuinely, right? Like don't be going from 1 to 10, either in a good way or bad. Like don't be overly excited, but don't be too low either, right? Like learn how to be in harmony, okay? Because that's the critical advice you need regarding that, okay? And look at that. Now I said don't be overly, like don't step into, and I hate using the word mania. Some of you may know that actually applies to you, but don't allow yourself to step into highs like that. That's not good because you usually crash after. Like I normally see that, but do follow your passion. Like balance your emotions and be led by your passion in a healthy way, because that's what's on your table. Okay, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, my mini chocolate pistachio pie. We're gonna see what you need to know right now regarding your career and money. And you know, I came from the intro, I mentioned that I'm in eclipse season along the Virgo Pisces axis, and I saw here as I was resetting this overview deck, I saw full moon lunar eclipse, which makes sense. I've seen it all day and across various readings. But then I also saw there was a different card that I saw that tied it all together when it finally settled on this full moon in Virgo. And I'm like, I basically overlooked it. That's why it's not here, because I'm like, the next full moon is in Pisces, right? I'm in the black moon of Virgo. We're gonna have a solar eclipse in Virgo. But whether we're talking historical, right, at the beginning of the year we did have a full moon in Virgo that was an eclipse as well, was a lunar eclipse. We're gonna have another one at the beginning of 2026. Okay, so those may be periods you need to keep in mind. This could also just be an ode to welcome to Virgo season. It's now Virgo season. And or your placements, right? And just again, Virgo is a sign ruled by Mercury, right? And our Mercury Money Magic reading, since it does rule your job and your day-to-day tasks. So I don't know, all of that's a theme, but I mean, what you need to know right now is that your hard work is paying off. So whatever time period I just referenced, incoming or past, your hard work is paying off regarding whatever those experiences are, okay? Whatever you're working on, we're working on, trying to step into. We got nothing will come of the situation. Don't be a pessimist. Don't anticipate negative outcomes. This is a group of me saying, hey, look, this is not gonna be bad for you, especially if some of y'all are scared of eclipses. I kept getting that wave. I don't know what happened during an eclipse. Like, some of you got trauma associated with an eclipse, especially if you have Virgo placements, but that's okay. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't stress out about it. So I keep getting at the bottom of your deck the sacral chakra as I close. You are gonna, via your career, all things associated with Mercury, actually. Like, I know this is Mercury money magic, but we kept getting all those Virgo indicators, right? Yeah, Capricorn rules 10th house, but now I got the magician of awareness, which is ruled by Gemini. So if you're Mercury ruled, especially, like, something about, like, you got something, there's some major sacral chakra healing, clearing coming in for you that's going to affect your relationship, your ability to receive money, and things associated with your career, right? So I would even go on a limb and say health and wellness too, since one of the readings that led to this one was a health and wellness reading, right? I've got power, okay? Your hard work is paying off. You're stepping into power, okay? Your hard work is paying off. You are powerful. There's nothing to be concerned about. So I don't know, like, this feels like my group for once, where if we're talking about career, you're stable. Like, if you're wondering about your stability, you're stable. There's nothing to be concerned about regarding stability, okay? If you're seeking more, your efforts are coming to fruition. You will be recognized. You will be rewarded. See, literally just a flow, right? So that Eight of Pentacles, sorry, I want to call that the Eight of Pentacles of efficiency. This is the Three of Pentacles, which talks about working well with others. It talks about collaborations and everything kind of harmonizing in the best way. Teams doing well, everything's flowing. A team performing really well to the point where you're recognized, being able to juggle everything, okay? Feels like the strongest member of a team. Like, you may be the strongest member of a team, able to do a lot of things on your own, not needing as much support as others, okay? So if there's shocks and hiccups and changes, because nothing will come of the situation and your hard work is paying off, feels like a validation, a confirmation of, okay, they're going to be laying off people, or they're going to start coaching people. They're going to start having conversations with people. Like, some of you may have gotten put on some kind of notice like that. Like, okay, they're going to be calling people in and you want to know why. Not you. Okay? Like, you're fine. You just keep pushing because you've been pushing. You've been juggling it all. You've been handling it all. Even if it's hard, it's, you know, if we're talking about situations where it's really disorganized, you got to do jobs that's not necessarily your job to do, and up against the wind, and it's been rough. You've been handling it the best you can, and people notice that. Okay, so there's nothing for you to worry about if you're selecting this pile, where we talk about stability. Like, it kind of like, even if you're not doing the most amazing you could be, I mean, it's like people are basically like, you know, pile 2 is just doing the best they can given their circumstances. Okay, that's what I got when we talk about stability. Now, when we talk about looking ahead to something, you just keep pushing, you keep powering through, persevering, so that you see the result that you want, because you're already seeing results, but you're going to be recognized and or rewarded soon for your efforts. We've got the house 12 of spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Okay. Now, why that's in my career reading? What's that? Mutable. Oh, because house 12 is Pisces energy. So if you have Pisces placements, you're in your right place, right space. That eclipse, those y'all are same boat as the Virgos, right? Or mutable signs in general. I feel like I got a lot of mutable placements here, right? Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Y'all got to be willing to change. Y'all got to welcome change, because there are a lot of positive changes that are going to come very, very soon, okay? All right. If you have a mutable sign in the 12th house, you're in the right place, right space. But there are changes that you don't see, and it's going to benefit you. So just mind your business. 12th house is the unseen. It's the shadows in the background that don't involve you, okay? So let me see. Tell me more about my pile 2, a mini chocolate pistachio little pie. Okay, I'll take both of those. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 more. The bottom, and you know, I'm gonna get your advice and close you out after this, because that's, I mean, that's all you needed. Let me see. There we go. Okay. We'll circle back to that. Some of you, just be cool. Whatever you're waiting for, they're gonna circle back to you. You needed me to say that. I got a boat, money, or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. If you're looking for something new, if you're about to get, some of y'all are gonna get a literal award reward, and it's gonna be like free money, like you won money, like you might win a prize at work, win a competition at work, or are gifted something for doing a great job. But it could be via a promotion, an elevation in your career, or some of you, you know, you're waiting for responses regarding jobs. Boom, you're gonna feel like you won something, okay? I got people that from my many lives that watch these readings as well, because they know me. When we talk about like gaming and things like that, I see that on the table for people specifically needing to know that. I see mental health professionals and anything 12th house related. So anything regarding like the mind, regarding spirituality, regarding like death, all of that's on the table, okay? I got a cat of a two-faced friend. This came out in a different pile. Not today in this reading, but in that other reading that wasn't even related to career. So if you pick the pile where this two-faced friend keeps coming out, that's not your friend. I mean, I don't know if it's, especially if it's ringing a bell and it feels like something, that's not your friend. I got a dog barking, advice from a friend. There's actually a friend that may be making sure you know that this is not your friend, because it's not, okay? I got victory in some endeavor. You're going to be victorious anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you're asking me about, you're going to be successful, but you may have to find out the hard way about this hidden enemy, because 12th house absolutely rules hidden enemies. So you watch that. I've got deep personal strength and peace that assure success. These may be a thing, a valley may be a thing. I don't know why that came in duplicate, but somebody here needed to see those V's or valley. Okay, but deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You'll be victorious. We got a windfall, but keep an eye on that two-faced friend. That's not your friend. You got a hidden enemy at work. This is the career reading, or a friend that could negatively impact your work in some way. But there's a dog barking, okay? Like there's someone that's very loud about it that wants you to know that like this person's not your friend, okay? But it's okay. We got a bag, literal bag of something important, such as a new job or a raise. Look at you. I can't even get the card. I'm struggling. We've got, like, so excited you can't even grab it, right? Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, right? I see that. Somebody's not your friend. And if you keep picking those piles where I keep seeing that, that's not your friend. It's not your friend. Especially when we talk about people with pets, because the fact that it's cat and dog, right? Not saying I don't want y'all to be looking at everybody that has a pet funny at work, but there's somebody that, I don't know, they're very two-faced, and it's a big deal. I don't know why I'm actually grabbing more. I think it's because of that. I didn't want to leave y'all hanging. That older woman probably can't be trusted. You see how that older woman landed on that cat? That's not your friend. That's not your friend. We got an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Especially if that older woman is more like a maternal figure and that, like, trying to be like very maternal with you, motherly like with you. That's not your friend, okay? It's not your friend. Because look at that. I didn't control where that fell. Two-faced friend, that older woman. Letter O could be a thing because older woman, October. That's not your friend. Okay? Someone that's very maternal, right? Like, it's not like someone that's just a little bit older than you. This is someone that is like older than you. Like, okay? Because that's not your friend. Like I mentioned, because that nest is kind of like if the vibe, how long I got? Yeah, I got a little bit of time before I pull your advice. The vibe here feels like someone that, like, at work would be like, oh, those are my little ducklings, those are my little eggs, oh, look, my babies. That older woman, that's not your friend, that's not your mama, that's not your, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't like you. Okay? So, but the month of October is a thing. Okay? All right, so let me get your advice. More advice. That's the only thing of concern, is knowing that that's not your friend. Okay? And it's good when you, it's hard when you have the blurred lines and like you kind of establish, like, because for example, like those of y'all that are more global, I'm in the United States, but I'm in the southern part. So sometimes at work, like the older people, it's like, oh, that's like my work mom, my work dad. Girl, that's not your work friend. That's not your work mom. That's not your work dad. Like, that's not, that person does not like you. Okay? So tell me. Okay. I need to close you out because I need to move on. But I just dropped a bunch of cards. One of them that hit the floor and I'm not fighting for it is confidence. So you just need to be confident because it seems out of your grasp right now. Like it's under the table right now for me. But you need to ground. Know that that's not your friend. Cut ties is here. And what's at the bottom? That's going to bring you luck. Cutting ties with the not friend is going to bring you luck. And grounding and just focusing on what you need to be doing at work is gonna benefit you. Okay, so I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. This green matcha donut is absolutely familiar for members. Fun fact, I was going to use it for one of these before I even put it on that Destiny Swap video. So the Destiny Swap psychic attack video, if it's strongly pulling you like that, then maybe it's your pile, but it is under memberships. So I just didn't want to throw y'all off by y'all being like, man, I picked this pile before. You probably did. Okay, now a lot of green, a lot of stuff already loud talking, yelling in my face regarding your career. Eclipses gonna be a big deal. It's the black moon in Virgo. We got buku eclipses because this is just that season. I think in the reading that I just did for members, the vitamin me vitality, there was this heart chakra energy that came through, and I can't remember if that was the reading, if that was the pile that had all that strong green pull to this Mercury money magic video, but one of those had it. I'll definitely make a note of it in the redirections for those of you that need that clarification in the memberships, okay? Under the Onyx key specifically now. So, clearing of a heart space, bright green like your donut. You know what else is green? At least in my country, money. Look at you. Money will come to you. And you're going to successfully overcome a problem. I'm going to put y'all on game. Some of y'all, money will come near a bridge. Okay? Like, that's a location-based thing. Anytime I see symbols like that, it feels like location-based. But I have a full moon in Virgo, which happened this year, will happen again next year along the south node, which is eclipse. Now, this is not what's coming up. Full moon in Virgo is going to be closer to the beginning of the year. Happened closer to the beginning of the year, depending on where you find this. But I've got luck is on your side. If this is past energy, right? This eclipse, right? Whatever happened, I don't know what your career. By the new moon in Sagittarius, you'll see some success. You'll see money. You'll see heart chakra healing, which in the health and wellness video, I referenced that heart space, is energetically, spiritually, emotionally, and the physical organs, body parts, all of those things associated with this. Okay, you can look it up. It's easy to look up. All right, so if this is incoming, if you're finding me in the future, right, you're looking back, this full moon in Virgo, there's always a full moon in Virgo, but the South Node full moon eclipse 2025, 2026, both years have one. Okay, all right, so yeah, and I got that way for that shoulder. Y'all really needed me to say that, so let me put this back because I really didn't want these to be that long because I got stuff to do. What's all this then? Throat chakra, solar plexus chakra. These are all back-to-back chakras, by the way. Right? See that? 3, 4, 5. If you came from that power with steps, then I'm yelling at you again. Speaking your truth, feeling powerful, expressing yourself and being receptive. Don't be worried about the people that are jealous of you because you're great. I mean, it just is what it is. You probably have a powerful heart chakra, powerful solar plexus and throat. It just is what it is. People gonna be jealous. It just is what it is. We can't control that. Okay? We can't control that. But you need the awareness of when people are acting funny with you because they want what you have and things like that. So like if you get promoted, if you're doing good at work, right? Or when you get promoted, when you start doing good at work, whatever timelines I'm referencing. Because if you hear, you're going to glow up if you haven't already. Because that's just the vibe. That's okay that people are not happy for you. The 7 of Swords implies that your enemies may be a little bit closer than you realize. It's people you may feel like you're close to that are a little bit jealous. I can't control that. Cardinal placements. New moon in Aquarius. Please understand regarding work. Things are going to be really good for you, right? What did I just show you? A lot of great things coming in. But everybody you work with, everybody you network with, everybody you connect with is not meant to be your personal friend, your personal family. Like, they're not meant to be all in your house. I don't know why I felt the need to mention that, but like bring love into the situation talks about having a healthy boundary with people. I'm not saying be standoffish, like go eat dinner, hang out, like you, like there, I have great acquaintances. Okay. Like I have, for the most part, more fun and more bonding, I guess, depending on what I'm doing with acquaintances than I do like people that I'm a little closer to. So it just, you just need to know that though. Okay. Now, in you learning that boundary, in you advancing and doing good, this initiating energy of be bold to make the first move talks about not allowing the fact that not everybody likes you, or not allowing the discovery of someone maybe you thought you were closer to than you actually were to like sway you from being like outgoing and bright shining in those chakras, right? Like that was a very expressive bunch that I just showed you. Heart space open, throat clear, you know what I mean? Solar plexus, just real creative. Like don't let that make you small. That just means go out and just continue to network, go out and continue to connect with the people you work with, people at different places within the same company, people within the same industry. Like go out and go out. But like boundaries, right? Everybody's got their place, their space in your life. So tell me this. What's going on with this green matcha donut? This feels like apply for jobs if that's what you want to do, okay? Or if you feel like you should and you didn't yet, then it's time to start applying for jobs. Not saying you're in trouble or anything like that, but new in Aquarius, like Aquarius rules networking, right? Putting the feelers out, options like this. It says choose wisely. What you need to know, you have a lot of options coming in, a lot of opportunities coming in. You'll be able to choose. You'll be able to have choices on where you want to go, who you want to be, and how you want to do it. 7 is a number. Look at that, triumph and success. Some of y'all gonna have a new home soon. You know, that makes sense. When I mentioned the location, I'm like, okay, well, you either already in that place or you're gonna move somewhere, or like, I don't know. A new house could simply just be, okay, I got a better job. Let me get a nicer apartment. Let me sell my starter house or rent my starter house out and get another. Like, it just depends on your financial situation. But I see those things. Emotional losses here. Crying over spilled milk. All right. Get ready for a change in circumstances where you may have taken a loss. Like, if you've taken a loss, this is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, because, and that's probably the jealousy. Maybe you, like, because I know, like, so for example, a good example is like a lot of those really big companies are laying off people and things like that, because they just hire, I guess, more people than they felt they need, and they're replacing them with AI. It just depends on what it is. You and your department got shut down, okay? Well, now you have this glow up. You were one of the lucky few that found something else quickly, or will find something else quickly, and the same didn't happen for the rest of the team. You're thinking your family, you were all in it together, but like, they're not bad people for not wanting to be happy for you, even if they shouldn't be mean about it, because they still are looking. You get what I'm saying? Like, you may, if you're the first in that team to find something, secure something, then no, they're not happy for you. They are wallowing in their misery and their loss, which, that's human, right? So they shouldn't be mean to you, but I don't want to create villains out of people that are concerned about their livelihood, because some of you, I see that specific instance, right? Okay, or similar circumstances. So tell me more about my green matcha donut, house 9. If you want to further your education or your skill set, go ahead, get the certification, whatever it is you need to do. Okay, if you did that, if you took the initiative and did that immediately, depending on your circumstances, ooh, that's going to benefit you. Like, that's actually going to like elevate you further than you thought. We got the house 8 here of debts and inheritances. House 8 and 9 feels like you're going to rise above any debts. Like, you're going to what's the word I'm looking for, right? Where you're kind of ahead of the curve, like where things could have gotten bad, where there was a loss, you pivoted and you're like, I'm going to take a new path. I'm going to do something I'm not used to doing, because Sagittarius is like foreign knowledge, right? You did something else. You went to school for something else. You got a different certification. You specialized here. You did something else. Like, if you're that type of person, that's going to create an inheritance with your destiny. It feels like karmic reward here. Okay, so let me see what these tea leaves got to say before we close you out. I'm almost like knocking everything over. I'm struggling a little bit, y'all, because I did not set us up completely right, if I'm being honest. I didn't, but that's okay. We can see. Tell me more. Right, even if it's not 100% the way you should have done it, would have done it, you did something versus just sitting. I feel like some people may have just been sitting, and now there may be some resentment for some of you. We're talking about that specific instance. Okay, and there we go. But you got some good things coming in. We got a bird flying. News is on the way, so expect some great news. Great news. We have an angel here of spiritual guidance and protection from harm. You've been divinely supported all this time. Purse of pay attention to your finances. If you've already been doing that, no cause for alarm, but I do have the house that rules debts and inheritances, so definitely pay attention to your finances if you've not been, right? Like, if you've been doing the best you can, we have that angel of support. I've got the dolphin of financial gain. See, usually coming from something you did in the past. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, everything I already said is coming out again. I've got an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Let me tell you exactly what I got. And I don't know that I've gotten that specific instance from this. There's somebody that feel like they should have been doing better than you. There's someone that thought they were better than you in some way. and like you either prove them wrong or they're about to find out. I love that for you. I support that, because like an arrogant, boastful person, like it feels like someone that thinks that they know everything or think they know something, and they're about to find out, oh, you know, like Pal 3 actually like can compete with me, or actually got a job. Like it feels like let's say you're in a company, it's the person that competed with you for the promotion and then you got it and they're upset about it. Another example is, I mentioned those layoffs. A lot of y'all are underemployed. I see y'all all the time. I don't want y'all to feel like I don't see y'all. I don't care. I do. And I empathize with you. I see where you're going to step into something in more of an alignment with your experience soon. But in the meantime, maybe there's people that may not realize who you are and where you come from or what you got going on, or they're trying to like humble you. They're going to find out, oh, Pal 3 actually is him, her, right? I see that. I got a wheel of indecisiveness and allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Yeah, that's this person. That's these people that are like real arrogant and boastful, and they just kind of let their wheels spin. Basically, it feels like if y'all all got axed together because it was no longer a need, they just kind of thought they were too important to pivot or whatever, and maybe you did. And now you're starting to see the harvest of that pivot, whereas they're still spinning their wheels, trying to do the same old thing without developing. The month of June is a thing. Okay? Could be a birthday, could be a month where something happened. But I got 2 angels, right? Because June actually has an angel. All of, like you see, all of these cards don't have that. That's angelic support. That's divine support. Okay? So to the bottom. I got a grasshopper of situations in the balance that require careful handling. You handled your situation, or handling your situation as best you can. You're going to be rewarded for it, but just like it's going to be people that feel stupid. If you followed your divine guidance, because they were indecisive, they played around, they were real arrogant and boastful and thought they knew better. As things turn around for you, where I'm talking about that specific situation, you just be confident, okay? Protect yourself and let go, okay? So defense is where, you know, it's where we react. That we react to our circumstances. Like if you play proper defense and you just let go with confidence, then you're good. If you're in process of doing that, okay, let me respond to my circumstances and do what I need to do, or the way I need to do it. That letting go and releasing feels like a really nurturing, because I got the crab and triumph is ruled by a sign of Cancer, of some type of guardian angel, probably maternal in nature, okay? Or those of you that deal with intermediaries, a water one, okay? I did have was at the beginning a bridge. Listen, I think I have a wheel key. Wheels are relevant in some way, okay? Regardless of if you go to the skeleton key readings, but I think I have like a wheel. I have a car, travel, something key, but the destiny is the wheel of fortune. I don't want that lost on me, but the wheel is turning, the tide is turning in your favor, okay? I know that's not what this card says, but you got a lot of other positive indicators where we talk about a heartache, any type of loss that you have to take, all right? So I'm gonna close you out and move along to pile number 4. All right, pile 4, my avocado smoothie. Listen, I'm trying to remember everything because a lot came out when I was cleansing. But if you've been looking for a new opportunity, you're going to be able to go. It's going to be stable. You're going to feel good about it. Just be confident. If you're looking for a promotion within your same situation, I feel like they've recognized your growth. They see where you've evolved, where you've developed, where you've enhanced yourself, right, for any role you're seeking, and they're willing to invest a little more in that. I got this base chakra here of being very grounded. So whatever it is, whether it's an internal elevation or moving on to something else, it's going to be very, very stable, right? It's going to be a partnership that you really enjoy. And look at that money coming in the sign of Taurus that rules money. So I'm going to get this out of my way. feels as stable gets. That's one of the most stable combinations I've ever seen in one of these readings that is career based since I've done any of them. Whether we're talking about this or the Matcha Moolah, okay? Show the world the real you. Y'all go outside and network. I'm tired of seeing that card, so I'm putting it back. Putting it back. Show the world the real you. Connect, network, talk to people, interact, okay? At work. All right. My avocado smoothie. Okay. My avocado smoothie. Tell me what you need to know right now regarding your career and money adjustments. There's some adjustments that need to happen. I'm going to clarify that with this one that's like jumping from the bottom and take whatever's at the bottom as the bottom now. Okay, show the... I'm tired of seeing the card, y'all. I am in y'all's piles because I just don't want y'all to keep saying like it's not, I'm not shuffling the deck. Well, I am. Show the world the real you, right? That's a critical part of this message. Is one of the adjustments you need to make is showing the world the real you. You need to network. You need to connect with people. You need to ask around, whatever it is. If you're looking for a job or whatever it is, be more social at work. Interact more at work. But we have a time for healing. So I guess healing of relationships, healing of connections, healing of any trauma you may have associated with connecting with other people. Okay? Yeah. So let me get more. Because that seems to be the thing. If you feel like you didn't necessarily like, so like for example, if you're interviewing, you feel like you didn't interview well initially, pivot and show your real personality. Like, I'm not saying be all like show your chaotic side. I'm saying like be a little more authentic, a little more human in your approach to like connecting. The world is here twice. The world and the universe, which is the world. I don't know what's going on with this group, but something about this is a major cycle closing in your career, one that's going to lead to healing just in general. So I don't know what that is, but like I heard the words righting or wrong, but I don't really know what that would be applicable. Let me get a good shuffle because so much is trying to come out. You definitely need other readings. Maybe you're coming from a different avocado pile since that's what you picked. I don't know what any of them would say, by the way. I just maybe because I'm certain I have avocados in this series because that's one of the few green things that are good enough, like food wise, like appealing to put on these thumbnails. So go maybe to the other avocado stuff and see what that is. But a cycle's closing and it's going to lead to healing. So tell me what they need to know right now regarding their career and money, and if we need to support another pile, let's just do that because I don't want this to be long. Destiny, healing. I remember that phrase, nature is healing. I feel like that's out. Like that's basically you. That's you. Ooh, that's you. Universe, destiny, into balance. Any difficulties regarding your career, money, healing. Karmic reward, karmic justice. Yeah. The wisdom. It's going good. It's gonna be good. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's all coming in. It's stabilizing. So, because remember, even we in the grounding, we had the root chakra, and we have conjunction at the bottom of this deck. Tell me more. You make the adjustments I said. Go outside, connect more. It's if you okay. Some of you are out of work because you're healing. I don't know if it's like actual sickness or like if you left the workforce because you were like sick for real. Yeah. So the reading I did before this one, there was an avocado smoothie bowl, but it was the vitality and health members only reading. So like if you came from, like if you had health issues that affected you career wise and financially, I see where your recovery is going to lead you to everything great. Look at you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. You're going to expand. You're going to expand. You're going to hit the ground running, right? Like things are going to go well We got angelic support, harmony, perfect flow. If you came from the other pile that had a lot of angelic support, you in your right place, right space, especially. But even if you just pick this one pile, like this is a divinely favored pile because like I said, we got the universe, which is the world, destiny, and the angel of balance, which is angelic support. We got the spiritual leader and the Hierophant of wisdom. Like, you got support. Some of you will literally, what you need to know about your career, any support you've gotten, like this reading, any universal support, like an astrologer, a tarot reader, anybody that does workings for you, it took. Okay. All right. So let me do that. And some of you are being encouraged regarding that. Look, the birth of or conception of a child or enterprise. This is just the beginning for you. Regarding a very specific era of life that you're stepping into. Okay. Tell me more from my pile number 4 regarding the career, money. What do they need to know? Because I didn't talk that much about the tarot, they were self-explanatory. I'll take like what? Like one more from this deck? Yeah, and then I'll grab that other stack. And after we look at these tea leaves, I'm just gonna close you out with some advice, because this is a great pile. You're divinely favored. You have a lot of angelic support. People care about you. But any recovery where you needed to like pause, step back from work, that was for your highest good. And in you doing that, you're actually going to have a much better outcome long term than you would have had you just been powering through whatever, however. Okay. So the elephant was the first one to come out. It says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you what? Wiser at the end. And look, at underneath wisdom is the third eye chakra, which is that energy of that spiritual leader and things like that, of foresight, right? Seeing the unseen, trusting your intuition, making decisions that may not make sense short term, but in the long run it will leave you wiser. Okay. And it's a long journey because you're thinking long term. We got a desk that says pay attention to your work. Any long-term goals you set, any long-term preparation, any slow path, long path you took, that's going to benefit you. The month of April is relevant, whether historical or incoming. I've got the well of great worry over nothing. Don't worry about it. When we talk about pauses, I see people here with like gaps in your resume. Don't worry about that. We got compliments from an admirer. Someone already sees what you've been doing, whether you're freelancing, consulting, starting your own business, applying. Like, people are already acknowledging you. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. You're doing good, and congratulations on your health. Like, I feel like you're doing good with your health. That's important. But a new home and a new attitude is coming in, and that could just be a job, right? For those of you that need it. You're the vulture on my channel. Look at you. Okay. Now, if the healing is mental, emotional, that does not negate it, by the way, because like some of y'all like, no, I wasn't like sick. Like, people be sick for real, and I was just burned out, whatever. Don't worry about that. Same vibe. That is healing. Literally, you were sick. That's the same thing. Like, not saying like you were sick, but your issues were valid. I'll say it like that. But worry that someone is against you, don't worry about that. Okay. But you are the vulture on the channel. Look at that. We've got the key, a successful outcome of your problems, which I do have. You're the vulture, okay? But you're also the home key that I recently did. Like, that was the last skeleton key reading I did that's on the public side. So y'all getting all kinds of goodies on the public side, because I have vultures on the public side and I have a home key. You can't miss it. It's loud, okay? In the skeleton key playlist. So you go there. Now, what's at the bottom here? A vase of a secret admirer. And you know what? You got, when it comes to your career and all of that, like, you got an admirer. Like, people respect you. People like you. Like, you might have an offer coming. You might get recruited for something soon. okay? Or if you put in for something, then they're really admiring you as they evaluate you for the role, whatever it is. But go to the Secret Admirer playlist, I guess. I mean, maybe there's a bouquet for you somewhere on the channel. You might got a lover coming in. I'm glad that you're healing though, because it looks like you got a lot coming to you now that you've done that. Okay, taking the space you needed for whatever you needed it for. Okay, so let me get your advice. Wrap it up. Change. Castaway. Okay, so castaway negativity. I noticed that my vulture spirit tends to have that. Okay, I know how y'all are because it's one of my favorite spirit animal guides on my channel. Okay, I know how y'all are, so just change the negativity, the pattern of negativity. But you're fine. You're good. You can step into this new positive era of life, okay, regarding your career and all the things like that. All right, so I'm gonna close you out. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.